You actually getting somewhere with that? I think you got rebooted.
Alright, can you hear me now?
Yep.
I got this shit turned. There we go. I had this shit set where I couldn't really hear for a minute because I remember I was hunting you guys. So what's up? I've been here hunting for wire mountains.
Wire mountains?
Yeah, they're just what this metal's called.
You trying to find it?
Yeah, I'm just hunting it.
How high is it?
What's that?
So what level, what floor is it?
They are found between the floors of, I think, 11 through 14. And there's certain levels. Yeah. I'm just weeding through and trying to get these weapons leveled up. So far, I think I got enough right now.
Oh, you need to watch the video about the measles. All that shit's bullshit. They showed a picture where the ABC, you know who it was NBC, Lester Holt, that black guy, Lester Holt, is a whatever reporter guy. He was up there and he was going through and talking through doctors on what the myths were with, immunization, or I mean not immunization, but booster shots for measles and measles vaccine. And they said that there's no link to autism and vaccines, which is completely fucking false. They've already come out with that congressionally. That's already been identified. I mean, those are stupid. And so Lester Holt uses, well, the main manufacturer is Merck. Yeah. Merck's the company that the congressman went and made it illegal for the United States to go try to fucking find cheaper prices from somewhere for X amount of years. And they passed because he assured Congress that the prices were the lowest as it was. And they would make their money off the volume, so they wouldn't matter. And so Congress went with it. Well, that guy retired from Congress. He took a $6-7 million sign-on bonus with Merck, the company the pharmaceutical company in question. And now Merck is making all the drugs. Except, like you say, Merck, the story, the big special from NBC was how all the YouTube stuff is false information about it causing autism, about it causing, vaccines and things causing problems, when there's thousands of parents, that would tell you to your face that their fucking shot caused their kid to be fucked up. So then you look for 2018, 2019, the biggest donor to NBC. They're donors, just like they do anything else, like politicians. Was Merck. The biggest donor. They donated to NBC fucking millions and millions and millions of dollars. It's this whole thing where the news said this was safe, there's nothing wrong, yet the people that they're asking is the people pushing. In other words, It's like if, say, you were standing there with a group of people and you said, Robert, I don't have your money. You could ask anybody here. And so I go to turn to ask someone else, and then, but you say, yeah, but they're under me, so you just ask me. And I'll be like, yeah, but I just asked you, so no, I don't believe you. So I want to ask someone else to corroborate, but they won't, because they're under me. It's like asking you. You know what I mean? The whole thing is so stupid. Like the media is supposed to be information that's objective, that's put on when it's not. They're shaping the mentality. A lot of people would say, well, the media doesn't shape people's mentality. It doesn't. Merck donates the most out of any other company in the world to NBC. And they have all these ads. Go get your immunizations and how safe they are by NBC. Which, you know what I mean? There's a conflict of interest. It's like, why would you trust? And then they're interviewing the doctor, right? And the guy, Lester Holt, says, well, give me both sides of the story. Okay. Then why are you asking only one side, both sides of the story? Why would you ask the doctors the negative connotations to the story? Why wouldn't you ask the people who are saying it, not the doctors? It'd be like if I said, I hate all Cubans. And then you're going to go have some of your friends talk to people about how great Cubans are. Come ask me. Well, that's stupid. What did you do? You wouldn't. That's a bad analogy. The whole thing is like, they donate the money to NBC. NBC says their drugs are safe. They're pushing the measles. Oh, and one picture of a baby or out of I forgot what newspaper, shows the doctor holding the baby, and the baby's covered in red spots, and it says the first death of infant. And it's this like perfect looking little baby, right? They find the identical, it's a Shutterstock print. And they just fucking computer imaged red dots all over the kid. The exact photo exists. They put them right in, they overlapped them. They're like, this is the same picture. Somebody just took this photo of a kid being held and out of Shutterstock, put it on, and then superimposed the fucking spots on. And when you look at the spots, it's just a three, almost like a triangle, and they've just put that a million times all over the kid. Turned it, twisted it, you know what I mean? They just move it. It looks like kid's got measles. It's fake. They found the actual photo from Shutterstock. And so they could say, well, the baby, there's an actual dead baby, but we couldn't just photograph the dead baby. So, but we want you to see an infant with measles who's not moving, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's what they would say. But they're lying. You see what I mean? It's fake. I don't know, man. I think one of these times I might just sue somebody just to see what happens. Because technically, you're lying. You know what I mean? And you're lying to the point where people look for. We're all lemmings in this world. Some of us are not. You know what a lemming is, right?
Easy.
Well, a lemming is a follower. Yeah. Yeah, a follower. That's why you see a bunch of lemmings going over the cliff. These little furry fuckers, they'll follow each other because they're all running from something. They don't even look. They just follow the ass of the one in front of it, you know. And so you have this fucking world of lemmings where all the one basis that they've been conditioned is that you turn on your local news. You turn on your news for your information of the world. And then they've deemed the internet news to be entertainment only, and then their news is to be accurate. So people naturally gravitate to taking instruction from some autonomous place. You know what I mean? Either their job or their, followed by instructions. And and so, with NBC doing all these expose hour-long episodes of how, all these people that think vaccines will hurt them, they're just stupid. And I'm like, the first basis of vaccinations is aluminum. Nobody likes the aluminum in it. And then the doctor will look right at you and go, yeah, but you can get aluminum through breast milk. I'm like, how in the hell would a woman get aluminum in her fucking breast milk unless she ingested aluminum? But they're saying that's not the case. And I'm like, how did you just get that? You know what I'm saying? They're so full of it now that they're not even sounding credible. Because there's a lot of aluminum in those immunizations. I don't like aluminum. It causes cancer. Everyone knows it. That's why everyone has cancer of something. It's like we would be living so much longer if we did not take certain things. You know what I mean? Because most of the stuff designed by us is to kill us. You know, Ronald Reagan, he was quoted as saying, and this is hilarious because he meant it, it's the 9 most terrifying words you could ever hear. And it's, I'm from the government, and I'm here to help. Under my watch. Don't forget that. That's not some adage that is made up by some guy who is just some paranoid whatever. That's Ronald Reagan. Dwight D. Eisenhower said that he was down with everything America, but the fucking state, he said, be very aware of the military state. The dark state, the deep state, just what he's talking about. He said that he had a lot of concerns over that. Well, well, back then they called it the military-industrial complex. And so that's what it was, his big thing was, you watch out. Because of all your shady shit, it's through the military-industrial complex. Do you know in Vietnam, they sold a fucking drug to help stop fucking, or not a drug, it was a thing that the army gave their soldiers as a booster to stop cold symptoms. All the people knew it caused cancer, all the manufacturers, but they already paid for them, so they already had the money. So then it was like, well, what do you do? How do you tell them? When they said, well, they went the maximum amount of time to that they could sit there and go, okay, it's not safe. So they let soldiers get it for 3 years straight. Cancer all over the place. All them fuckers got cancer. Soft tissue cancers. All aluminum does. That's why whenever you use deodorant, flip it over. If it's the white shit, don't touch it. That's got zinc or fucking, it's got some aluminum in it. You don't touch it. You only use deodorant. Antiperspirants have fucking, that's where you get your breast cancer. It goes through the pores of your armpits. Isn't that crazy? Just you think, oh my god, if they're willing to do that, what else are they willing to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you, man.
We deliberately gave Indians polio blankets to get them sick so they kill themselves off. Right?
Yeah.
So as a people, we don't think that we would be diabolical with our own people because of money. Back then, there wasn't a lot of people. You know, like all these foreign people that come here and go, what happened to come this, come that? And I want to kill them. I'm like, yeah, that's when the country was not that populated. Now we're populated. It ain't the same no more, dumb fuck. Can I come to your fucking country? I bet when your country was empty, you had a fucking come one, come all fucking, yeah, sure, hang out. Fucking give you someone to talk to. This is still under, you know, but yet, here we go. They're letting 7,000 family or people in a day. Migrants. Because they all jumped on the border because George Soros paid for all this shit to be publicized worldwide. Come to the border with a kid and you're guaranteed in. Printing off pamphlets. They started they would hand them in to the fucking, because it'd be Guatemalan, Honduran. It'd be a pamphlet. How to get into the United States. Step 1. Flip. And that's literally, they had them. So they had literature printed out. It's like, what? You actually had a book printed out? Stop. Yeah. And the guys all over there, and they were interviewing a lot of the Mexican, none of them are Mexican. None of them. They're all Central. They're all Honduran, Salvadorian, fucking. Why all that way walking and just trucking for what? Huh? Chance for a better life. Okay. Too bad this ain't 1800. This is 2020. We're all full at the end. Get the fuck out. You know what I mean? I can't just up and come. I just can't leave and fuck go over here and go, I think you guys make more here. I'm just gonna stay. Just doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? I think it's wrong. Just because all the people that work their dick off to jump through the hoops that the assholes wanted them to in the first place, who are actually here, and they fucking worked their dick off to get here. Now they're sitting there going, "Oh well, that's nice. I'm 5 years too late." If I'd have just waited 5 years, I could have just fucking walked across. Nobody would have been the wiser. There was a time I actually knew families meetings like that. They fucking worked for it. They fucking had to wait till fucking years to get their whole family over. But they did it.
But they did it the right way.
Well, that's just it. If they're and they did it the right way. And so it's like, okay, so now if I'm them and I'm watching all this shit happening now where they're just running over the border. Like I watched a news thing. It shows families just booking it, running. And they're like, you mean they're running right here during our interview? And the guy's like, apparently. And he goes running off, and they're like, the lady looks at the camera like, are you serious? And you look, and there they are. One little girl holding a younger little girl, and a guy and another woman, and they're running for it, and they scattered. I'm like, what are you scattered for? I don't know. I'm just like, are you serious right now? You know how many people that's not how it works. They're going to get sent back. Or they're going to get so full that they're going to just let them in. One of the two, but you know how dangerous a trek that is? Their kids get molested, if not kidnapped. They fucking go forever without fucking food and water. The countries that used to be happy about them coming through, because it would help them on through, not anymore. Because it costs them money. Now that every country that is aiding them along the way is like, oh God, the migrants aren't stopping, are they? It's not just one event, is it? It's a never-ending thing.
Thanks.
And so these countries are like, okay, we can't do this anymore. We were generous the first couple times, but we don't have the money to constantly buy all this water, all this food, all these people that are passing through, So now you got like Mexico, you've got some of the smaller ranchers of Mexico that are just blocking it up. They won't even let them through anymore. And then George Soros has to send them money. Through parent companies, which are listed. That's how you know that, like, when NBC does a big story on how immunizations are safe, manufactured by Merck Corporation, and they do a whole expose on it, and you think, well, the news is fair and objective. But then you look, the biggest donor was Merck. So, the number one donor was Merck. It's like, okay. It's like that. I don't even know what to say. But it's bureaucratic shit. Even though they know it's wrong, you can scream at them and go, look, they're the number one donor for this. And they'll go, well, okay. Has there been laws broken? Ethical ones. Did you find that thing yet?
Yeah. I was looking through my shit. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just being bored. I was gonna play something, but I wasn't really sure. I seen that you were on, so I was gonna check with you first, but I didn't know how it did work.
Nah. Usually around 4.
So I'll probably do a little ditty, little Call of Duty.
Thinking about it.
Okay. You can think about it. I'll get on it.
Yeah, what is your bud? Let's see.
Of course, you know.
I'm just trying to gauge and figure out how much I got to work to get towards this other. I just need like a couple more parts
Welcome back.
to make these certain weapon.
Different,
Yeah,
different shit from you.
because I'm pretty much at a stall until I get my weapons and my armor a little stronger to keep continuing. Because now I'm at the point where these guys are getting to be stupid strong, and I have to be. Yeah, I got the right characters and I got them at the right level. Huh?
Is there a player's stuff like a trap that, like you know how you build your thing that they have to beat? Is there one on every level? Or is there multiple?
After so many levels.
Oh, okay. So like if you go up a level and all of a sudden what does it do? Is it like dun dun dun? You're like, oh great.
They mark them on the map too.
Oh, so you know when you to it.
Yeah, you just don't know which direction it is because they changed. They give you on the map like this place is called that, but there's an enemy here, but you don't know where he is. So you could run into him, you could not run into him. If you're trying to do certain things, you'll run into him.
It's turned out well.
But and then also people could jump into your shit and send one of their characters. Yeah. And it's a bot to fight you with your shit. They could be really strong. A couple of times I ran into them, they were fine, weak level motherfuckers. I just beat them easily. But then there's like twice, someone came in like just shot me once. Fucking boom, dead, laying on the ground. I was like, fuck. And I was in the lower levels. And I was like, fuck that shit. I got mad, turned it off.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I could do another level to this one.
Listen up.
Yeah, I just found out about that thing for Merc today.
A masterpiece has been born.
There's nothing you can do. Like, oh my god. I wouldn't let them stick that fucking needle in my arm for that fucking nothing, dude. Absolutely nothing. I'd be like, bitch, you fuck come with me with that. We got problems. You're gonna have to knock me out just to stick that in me. And even then, if I wake up and I find out you did,
let's take a look.
It's over. If I might take under my watch. I don't know, but it's coming. You're all gonna fucking dead. Because I know I'll be dead in 5 years. They have to reset the system. They have to. The money to person ratio is too. It's not conductive for the rich to stay rich. Like, I'm not talking about rich. I'm talking about rich. The top 10 families, the top 20 families type in the world.